All right, bitches, this here's the score. In rural Utah, that's why I'm using the accent. The family can be together forever. No. Yeah, it's a deep Utah accent.
Right. Okay.
Deep in the heart of Utah.
Hello, boys and girls, and welcome to The Tilt, a Fiasco podcast. In this show, every week, a rotating cast of actors, writers, comedians, and improvisers will be playing the wonderful group storytelling game Fiasco from Bully Pulpit Games. Today, Christelle Madden, Greg Riley, Red Webster, John Margheim, and Bob Morsch will be playing a rural Utah playset submitted by a listener. Have you written a playset, or do you have a favorite that you'd like to hear us play? Send us an email with a link or a PDF attached to tiltpod@gmail.com. We're always looking for playsets. And now, without any further ado, let's have the players introduce their characters, and let's play Fiasco.
Hello everybody, my name's Greg Riley. I'll be playing Bishop Rifle Youngblood. I'm here with my wife. In the strictest term possible, we're only staying together for the sake of the children. I'm carrying on an affair with my compatriot to my left that we're having a difficult time concealing, and that's where we're starting off with me.
Red Webster playing DeLoyal Solomon, just a simple farm hand out in Salt Lake City, Utah, in love with the local Mormon Bishop Rifle Youngblood, but our affair is one that we can contain no longer. And I'm also, forgot that part, also taking care of my vagrant brother's son, Verl DeMarfin.
My name's Bob Morsch, and I'm playing Verl DeMarfin. I'm from North Dakota, but my dad, he took too much acid at a Fish concert, and he freaked out, and so he's going to rehab, and I'm staying with my uncle DeLoyal until he gets that figured out. And I have some sort of counterculture relationship with this guy on my left over here.
Greetings, future cyborgs. This is Jonathan Margheim. I will be playing... Oh, God, I got to get this voice ready. I today will be playing... Shermbunkle.
Only dogs can hear Sherm.
Shermbunkle.
He's got a dog translator.
Is a delicate man who mows lawns for the city and has a terrible secret. But he works for a very nice lady. Oh, I'm not going to do this voice the whole time. I can already sense it. I work for this nice lady sitting to my left.
I am Christelle Madden, and I am going to be playing Marzella Youngblood, and I work for the Parks and Recreation Department for the city, and I am married to the bishop, but only for his money.
Today, the playset that we are using is called Zion Curtain. It was sent in to us by listener Michael Witchery, who also wrote the playset. So thank you very much,
Thanks,
Michael.
man.
Thanks for listening, and thanks for sending us your playset.
We're getting like user-generated playsets now.
Yeah.
That's fucking
awesome.
awesome.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Michael.
And
Keep them coming, Michael. We're loving it.
Yeah.
We're loving it. You should be a writer for Hollywood.
Or Utah.
Or Utah.
Utah Board of Tourism.
The needs that we rolled are first to get revenge for your team's loss in the big sporting event.
I totally forgot about that.
The second need is to get information about that stranger who keeps visiting the bishop's house. Our location is in Salt Lake City, a sprawling Victorian mansion in Federal Heights. We also have two objects. The first is an unusually large bra, and the second is very specific, and Michael, I'd like to know where this came from exactly. If you can send us another email and let us know how you came up with a VHS tape of Ryan Gosling before he was famous.
Specifically a VHS.
Specifically a VHS.
Okay, so we're at a supper club in Salt Lake City that we frequent. We're just friends. You're a member of the congregation or what have you, and we're just...
I'm a sheep in your flock,
yeah,
shepherd.
we're just enjoying our Diet Cokes or whatever.
Hey, I might be gay, but I don't drink Diet Coke. That's fair.
You got standards.
Yeah.
And that's where we start.
Oh, right. God.
It's caffeine-free Diet Coke, obviously.
In the gold cans.
DeLoyal, I just care about this relationship that we've developed here before the eyes of God. And I care about you as a member of my congregation. You've given just so much. You've given so much to us, to the community, to my family, and for my spiritual and ecclesiastical and otherwise well-being. And I just wanted to let you know here and now in the privacy of our little space here that we share together how much you mean to me.
You used a lot of $3 words there, Bishop. And trust me, this ain't my first rodeo. I think I know where we're going with this.
Oh, I know. I've seen you ride. I've seen you ride so hard down there in the pit. And swinging your lasso around like no one's business. And
you're damn right. I'm the best there ever was.
I know it. You are the best there ever was.
So why don't you look at me when we make love anymore?
Shh. Take it easy. Take it easy. You know, we gotta keep this together for the sake of family and of community and for the sake of our religious beliefs. And it's hard. Don't get me wrong, it's hard. And sometimes I just can't take it anymore. And sometimes I want to say, you know what? Everybody, it's okay. It's okay to love who you want and do what you want to do. And I don't know if I can take it anymore. Deloya, I don't know if I can handle this.
You keep them rabbit tears to yourself, boy. We're both men here. We can do what we want.
Oh, we are both men. And we do what we want all the time. Nobody can stop us from doing that. But I want to be able to walk with you down the street and talk to you the way I talk to you when we're spending private Bible time together.
What are you saying, Bishop? We're going to move to one of those big cities like L.A. or New York, walk down the aisle hand in hand with both white-pressed tuxedos. You know that ain't the kind of man I am.
I was thinking Colorado Springs. I mean, I heard about a pastor at a large church out there who did all sorts of unsavory things, and they let him off the hook. I mean, I'm just I can't say it. I can't say it. Just look in my eyes and you'll know it. I can't say it. I can't say it. But you know, I'm just so tired. I'm just so tired.
So tired. So tired of living a lie.
So tired of living a lie.
I understand what you're saying, Bishop, and I think I know what you're telling me. That we can't see each other anymore. And you know what? If that's what you want, that's the way it's gonna be.
No.
Walk out. Storm off in a huff, says the loyal Solomon. Sound effect of a door closing.
Another caffeine-free Diet Coke, please.
The loyal Solomon, establishing with Verl de Marfin. We're at my house, I guess. Verl's upstairs listening to his jam bands or whatever, his hippy-dippy shit. And I'm calling him down to set some ground rules or something. Yeah. Because he's brand new. He's only been here for like a week. So. Verl, you son of a bitch, you get down here right now.
Hey, what's up, Uncle? What's up, Uncle DeLoyal?
Now, I've told you once, if I've told you 1,000 times, you keep that goddamn hippy-dippy shit on the down low, all right? This is a respectable neighborhood.
Oh,
You play some Brooks and Dunn if you're going to play any music in my house.
oh, man. I can't remember my voice at all now. Hold on.
Fuck. Have you been smoking the devil's lettuce, you son of a bitch?
Oh, Devil's Lettuce. I saw them open for Bob Dole's Dead Arm. They're really good. Yeah,
You know what
Devil's Lettuce. I like their
God
second
damn it,
album.
you know what I'm talking about. That marijuana, that cannabis, the thing that's been taking the white women's innocence away for the last 50 years.
No, Uncle DeLoyal. I don't smoke that, you know. I mean, do you see any vials of blue liquid in my room anywhere? Couldn't possibly
Now
be
you both
smoking
know,
weed.
we know that since the last non-knocking incident, I haven't been willing or able to go into your room, Verl.
Well, that's okay. Like, I don't want you in there anyway.
All I'm going to say, Verl, is we got to lay some ground rules now if you're going to be staying with me. My god dang brother dropped you off on my doorstep.
I know.
2 weeks ago, took off, haven't heard a word of him since.
He went down to that place in Arizona.
There's a lot of places in Arizona. What the fuck you talking about, little boy? God.
To the clinic. I forget what it's called. Like all the movie stars and stuff go there. Like, he took all my money that I had saved up for college, and he's using it for go to rehab.
Sounds like that son of a bitch I know hang out with all those celebrities trying to get clean, supposedly, quote unquote.
I don't care. I didn't want to go to college anyway.
Rule number 1, Verl. No more of this hippy-dippy jam band bullshit. I don't stand for it. I don't like it. I don't know how anyone likes it. I ain't gonna have it in my house.
Well, what if I get some headphones or something?
Well, I suppose I can't argue with that. I remember listening to Redheaded Stranger on headphones because my pappy didn't like me with that fucking weirdo ginger country boy. Didn't get put out of Nashville.
Right.
So we can agree on headphones. Okay. All right, well.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
But you're gonna get rid of those goddamn chacos, and you're gonna get a pair of shit stompers. Nice pair of cowboy boots.
Oh, I can't wear cowboy boots.
Can't wear cowboy boots? What in God's name is the matter with you? They're a perfect shoe.
Yeah, but you know I was born with 7 toes on my left foot. I can't fit into cowboy boots. That's what gives me my ever-shifting accent. Actually, I picked this up when I was following Humphreys McGee last summer. It was a great tour.
For the millionth time, Verl, I don't want to hear about your goddamn 7 toes, all right? You're some kind of twisted, freaking monkey evolution son of a bitch. I don't know. You're the next step, but I don't want to hear about it. I don't want it in my house, okay? You're going to get a pair of cowboy boots and fuck. We'll take one from a dead guy and buy a new one. We'll get you a bigger shoe on that left foot. We'll get her done. We'll get her done.
Dead guy's cowboy boot. I saw them. I saw them open for Henge, the Hawkwind cover band, 3 summers ago in Joshua Tree.
All right, rule number 3. No more going to these godforsaken concerts. I don't know what kind of sins of the flesh and fornication and drugs and alcohol you all get up to, but if you're going to go to any concert, it's going to be Garth Brooks at the Salt Lake City Amphitheater, and you're going to drink whatever God has there, Bud Light.
Well, let me set your mind at ease on something. You don't have to worry about what kinds of sex and drugs and depraved activity you get up to, because there's all the kinds are there. So you don't have to like stress out trying to decide which ones we're getting up to, because they're all there.
Exactly, and you ain't going to have any of that. No more. You're in Salt Lake City, Utah now, boy. We don't stand for that here.
Yeah, well, here's the thing, though, like...
No, here's the thing. This is my house. These are my rules. I don't know what your papa was like, but I can't imagine he was very stern, but that's going to change today.
Well, I mean... I guess if you want to believe that, that's okay. I mean, I'm into letting, you know, I accept whatever, like whatever you believe.
Well, you're going to accept my
fine.
rules, son. Otherwise, there's going to be hell to pay.
Yeah. We'll see.
All right, I can see there ain't getting no through to you right now. So why don't you go upstairs, you listen to that goddamn hippy dippy bullshit on some headphones, and I want to see you for the rest of the day. All right? If I see you again, I'm gonna pull my belt off. And I'm gonna beat your ass, boy.
Yeah. Like, I don't know if you know this or not. I'm like 25 years old. So like.
Yeah, but you ain't worked a goddamn day in your life. You're still a little young blood in my eyes,
What are
boy.
you talking about? I sold so many bracelets in the parking lot on the last fish tour. And fried eggs.
Selling jewelry. What kind of job is that? It's for them hoity-toity French folks living in Las Vegas and Reno and Branson. This is Salt Lake City. We don't have none of that hippy-dippy bullshit here.
It paid for my way on tour, and I managed to put $28,000 away for college, but then my dad took it to go to rehab.
$28,000.
Yeah.
That is ill-gotten gains. I fully support your father's decision to take that money and get clean.
Ill-gotten? I didn't know that was a real phrase. I saw ill-gotten gains open for the string cheese incident.
You quit fucking talking about those bands. I don't give a shit. I listen to 3 bands. I listen to Willie Nelson, I listen to Brooks and Dunn, and I listen to Garth Brooks. All right? That's it. That's all you're going to listen to from now on.
Well, look, let me just... 2 of those aren't
That is
bands.
it. I am
Those are
done
solo
listening to
acts.
this. Walking upstairs, bum, 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 bum. Go into Verl's room, break
Hey.
all of his music equipment. Now you're going to listen to that redheaded stranger on the turntable in the living room like God meant you to.
You're going to wish you hadn't done that. So, Verl DeMarfin, he's going to go to the only friend he has in this town, which is Sherm Bunkle. He's the only guy he's met who likes any kind of good music. And he's going to he's really upset about how what an asshole his uncle DeLoyal is. And this is going to go well.
Rake, raking the leaves. Rake.
Hey, Sherm.
Rake. Oh,
What you doing?
hey, I just wrote a new song.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I call it Raking Leaves.
Oh, how's it go?
Goes rake, raking the leaves. Rake,
Oh.
raking the leaves.
And then it just goes off from there for like 25 minutes?
Well, I was saying
You're
it.
gonna be a star, kid.
I sang it for 4 hours once when I was raking leaves.
Right
for 4
on.
hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great.
How are you, Verl D?
Man, I'm not doing that good.
What's the matter?
My Uncle DeLoyal's an asshole. Like, he broke all my shit, man. He broke a bunch of my CDs. Like, he broke my Randall Hampton Experience box set and my Sliding Stones DVD of them live at Red Rocks. And yeah, I'm just really mad. I still have a couple of Derek's Trucks cassettes that I hid in my nightstand.
Verl D, I'm gonna be honest. I stopped listening after you used the A's and the S's. We've talked about language before, and
sorry,
frankly, I don't understand your music. I do, because I know that music is God's language that He speaks to us through.
Yeah, you get it.
I'm sorry. You sound bummed.
Yeah. Well, I'm really bummed because after he smashed like my stereo and all my stuff,
What do you mean?
he went out to the garage and he got a blowtorch and he took it to all my signed Blues Traveler vinyls. And he melted them all. And then he like formed them into like a cross and he nailed it to my door. And then he hung a Brooks and Dunn poster behind it. And it's upsetting.
I'm upset.
Yeah, thank you,
that.
man.
That's awful.
Thank you, Sherm.
You know what I do when I get upset?
What?
sing a song about it.
You do?
Yeah.
Would you teach it to me?
Okay. It goes like this.
Uh-huh.
Sometimes I'm upset.
Yeah.
Other times I'm wet.
Do.
I take my tears like rain from the sky and use an umbrella. That way I stay dry.
And then, is that where the piano solo is?
Yeah.
I dig it.
Yeah. I once tried to use an umbrella on my tears.
Huh?
It didn't go very well. But
No.
I
Did
think,
you poke yourself in the eye?
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta be careful with umbrellas near the
No,
face.
I'm not good with metaphors.
Yeah. But it's a pretty song. Thank you. I do feel a little bit better.
It's my gift.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, here, you know what? I think I'm going to be sad a lot if I'm staying with Deloyle for very long. So let me get my phone out. Would you sing that again so I can record it? And then when I feel sad, I can play it.
Oh my God, I got it. I'm gonna sing the second stanza for
Yeah,
you.
that'd be great.
All right.
That'd be great after the bass solo, right?
No, I remember it's after the 30-minute free association flute odyssey jazz.
Oh, okay.
That didn't work. Okay. I'm stalling. Here we go. So the second verse to the song
Uh-huh.
is the baby Jesus is real strong. With him all my troubles don't stay long. I need to find more words to this song. Something, 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 ding dong, ding dong.
Oh, I like that last part a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spreading
Thanks,
the
Sherm.
leaves. Yeah.
I'm glad I got that. Now I can listen to that since all my Sliding Stones discs are gone.
What are those duct taped to your feet?
Oh, those are my shoes.
Those are weird looking.
Well,
One of them smells real bad.
I haven't told you about this thing.
Uh-oh.
On my left foot, when I was born, I had 7 toes, because both my folks used to do a lot of LSD,
Uh-huh.
and so I have 7 toes. And on my other foot, I have 2 heels.
Oh, is that why you're wearing a dead guy's cowboy boot?
Yeah. Oh, you like them too?
Yo, yeah. It's okay. I know what it's like to carry the burden of physical deformity.
You do?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, I have 2. One, I am unnaturally ugly.
Well, yeah. But that's okay. You have a good heart.
I also
Don't you?
I think so.
Okay, good.
I also have a rare blood condition.
Oh no.
I'm a moncanthrope.
A what?
I'm a moncanthrope.
You're a were monkey?
No, I'm a were chipmunk.
Oh. Well, so on the full moon, that counteracts the unnatural ugliness, right? Because you get super cute.
You would think that.
I would.
It's when my cheeks get all puffy
Yeah.
with the bloody flesh of my enemies. People don't think it's cute.
Wow.
My bulging eyes and 6-inch buck teeth.
Hey, Sherm, you know what?
Yes.
Since you helped me feel so much better today, in 4 days when the full moon comes,
Uh-huh.
I'll try to help you.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I gotta go to the record store. I'll see you later.
Okay.
Sherm is going to go after the generous offer of help from Verldy. Sherm is going to go to Deloyle and appeal to their shared past to see if he can get Deloyle to be a little bit more lenient on his nephew. Okay. It will go good for me. Walking to the door, walking to the door, walking to the door, not walking anymore. Your door's made of skin.
Hello? Who's there?
Hello, Deloyle.
Oh, that's Sherm Bunkle if I ever knew. As I live and breathe, that's Sherm Bunkle. Sherm Bunkle, what do you want?
Hi, Deloyle. I know it's been a while since we talked.
Rightfully so, you son of a bitch.
I didn't mean to miss the words on our extemporaneous monologue speech that lost us the big game at our college forensics meet.
Well, I don't think you understand what extemporaneous means. Extemporaneous means in the moment, as in you make them up. There were no words to remember. You had to make them yourself, like I did. I put my life and my blood and my sweat and my tears on the line for that team, and it went nowhere.
Oh, that's probably why I messed it up. I'm really sorry about that. Those guys from Brigham Young University too were really mean to us from good old BYU original.
Brigham Young University too.
Yeah, the
What?
sequel.
Well, you know what, Sherm?
This time it's
Mormon.
personal.
Mormon Boogaloo.
I'm so sorry. I just remember all the good times we had. I'm losing my voice.
Well, you know what, Sherm? I acknowledge the fact that it takes a man to come over and apologize for his misdeeds. And you know what? I've been holding on to this for way too long. I got way too much on my plate right now. I got a bullshit nephew I got to deal with. I got some romantic issues, if you know what I'm saying. I can't be mad at you any longer. Sherm. Sherm.
Oh, Deloyle.
What was that nickname we used to have for you on the forensics team? Piss Bucket?
Oh yeah. I miss those days.
Remember we caught you in the men's wrestling room pissing in that mop bucket, thinking it'd be real funny when the janitors used it to mop up all those mats?
Yeah, I was real crazy back in those days. It's when I was still on the caffeine. I think I drank at least like a cup or a cup and a half of coffee.
Well, I can't blame you for going crazy then.
I was wired.
That's the devil's juice right there.
Straight from his armpit, sir. I don't know why I called you sir. You're the captain of the team. That's why. I just was remembering the old
And you're
times.
goddamn right you call me sir.
So, I came here to ask a favor of you.
Now, usually I'd say anything for a man from West Salt Lake High.
Oh yeah, we went to high school together too.
West Salt Lake High and BYU, the
Yeah,
original.
we've known each other a long time, Deloyle.
I guess since I've known you for so long, I can do you a simple favor. What do you need, Sherm?
I was talking to your nephew, and he's a good kid. You need to lighten up on him a little bit.
That kid ain't right in the head, and you know it.
Turning-
Listen to all that hippy-dippy bullshit all the time. They got him praising the devil.
You know, we talked about the B's and the S's. Back when we were in college, the kind of language makes me uncomfortable. I don't think it was right to turn his hippy-dippy music into a graven image.
What are you talking about, graven image? There's no image better than a cross on a door.
It's the Brooks and Dunn behind it that gives me pause.
Now, what do you got against Brooks and Dunn, Sherm? They
Absolutely
are an
nothing.
American treasure.
You know me.
Some would say a national institution.
I support
Myself included.
I support all my fellow singer-songwriters. But
I just I think maybe you're being a little hard on the boy.
Well, what do you think I should do with this weirdo nephew of mine, long hair, listening to music that goes on for 25 minutes? I heard a drum solo the other day, lasted 8 minutes in its entirety. What in God's name does a drummer have to do in 8 minutes? I ask you that. Goof around and do nothing. That's the answer.
Drum for our Lord. Music is God's language.
He ain't no little drummer, boy. This is some big, fat, hippie, pot smoking son of a bitch.
Hey, man, herb grows from the ground. I mean, I'm not saying I smoke it. I'm just saying.
Well, you know what?
I have an offer.
Well, what you propositioning, boy?
If you'll,
Even though we're the same age, I feel entitled to call you boy.
well, it's I'm
like a
very
police
slight of
officer.
frame and unnaturally ugly. If
Some might say unnaturally ugly, but you know.
if you'll ease up on the boy, I know how you've carried a grudge against BYU 2 Mormon Boogaloo forever. I could maybe help you exact some revenge. And I'm not talking no piss bucket stuff, if you know what I'm saying.
Aw, Sherm, you old sly dog.
Yeah.
I can't say no to you, you prankster. Get on over here, give me a hug, you son of a bitch.
With the language.
This is Marzella Youngblood, and I'm going to establish with Sherm. We're at work, and it will end badly for me.
Zipping up my pants, zipping up my pants. This is the song I zip up my pants.
Do you always sing when you zip up your pants, Sherm?
Oh, I'll just sing for the Lord.
Oh, okay. How are you doing today?
I'm all right.
Yeah.
It's, it's getting close to that time of the month, huh?
Oh, right, your condition. Yes, I forgot about that.
Eh,
Sometimes I wish I didn't know about that. I wish you never told me about that. It's
Well,
something I
it's,
could have
you
lived
know.
without knowing.
I couldn't have gotten the job without it. I could have. I was threatened to file discrimination charges against the state of Utah,
Yeah.
the city of Salt Lake, whatever you work for. I don't really understand. I just rake leaves.
Right. You do more than that around here, Sherm, but that's okay. Anyways, really quick, I need you to hang up these flyers about this new park that we're opening up. So when you get a chance, please do that. Put them on every post sign and stuff like that. We're going to have a big barbecue and grand opening of this awesome park.
Miss Youngblood,
Yes.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't read very well.
That
What-
you don't
what-
need to be able to read
What's
to
the
hang
name
them
of
up.
this park? Just in case somebody asks me.
The Schubacher Park.
Schubacher?
Yes, because the lovely family Schubachers paid for us to build this
Oh,
park.
I know them.
Yes.
The ones with the hair lip.
Yes. Yes, Sherm.
Cool.
Yes. So if you could just hang up those flyers sometime today, that'd be wonderful.
Where should I hang them?
Anywhere. Anywhere is fine. Just as long as you hang them where
Anywhere.
people can see them.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyways, Sherm, I know this is really weird, but you know a lot of people here. You've been here a while.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, as you know, I'm married to the bishop and everything, but I was
It's a really big deal.
wondering- It is, yes. I mean, the Youngbloods, we're well known in this community. I was wondering, I've heard some rumors, some of the ladies that are little lunches that we have is saying that there's some rumors of some
Oh, I like
stranger
lunches.
coming over to our house. And I was wondering if you might know anything about that.
Well, I don't know of any stranger coming over to your house.
Well, I mean, that's what I mean. It's a stranger to me, but I was wondering if you might know of anybody
I
that
don't-
I wouldn't.
I don't know who's a stranger to you.
Pretty much everybody.
Well, I come over to your house to cut your lawn.
Yes, but you're not a stranger, Sherm.
Right. Okay.
I know
Um,
you. I pay you to do that.
Verl D came over yesterday and visited me while I was raking leaves. Do you want to hear the song?
No,
Oh, okay.
maybe another time. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I've heard you sing it before, but that's okay.
Well, and sometimes when I'm walking late at night trying to figure out where my clothes are, I do see DeLoyal climbing out of your basement window.
Loyal. Who's this?
Yeah, you know DeLoyal.
I do. I don't. It doesn't
So
ring a
that's
bell.
not your stranger either then. Oh, you don't?
Yeah, doesn't ring a
Oh.
bell.
He's DeLoyal, you know.
Okay.
So cowboy-ish.
And he's coming out of our basement at night. Every
Yeah, I
night.
just, I figured he was spelunking.
Oh, in our basement. I might have to get that checked out.
It's underground.
Yeah,
Not a lot of caves.
I might have to call somebody about that.
Like a spelunker?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
I mean, because I should know if there's caves in my basement. I don't. That should be something that I should be aware of.
I made a song about a scary cave.
Yeah. Well, let's hear that. I'm actually interested in hearing that.
This is the cave. Bring you to your grave. Wizard with his glaive made it from his
That's beautiful.
stave.
So beautiful. You have a lovely voice, Sherm.
When
Love it.
I was a knave, roads were what I paid. Then I had a rave. 'Cause
Okay, I have to go to a
was
meeting in a little bit, so you can go ahead and stop. Good job.
I wrote that one in my bathtub.
Nice. That's awesome.
I do a lot of my writing there.
Yeah.
So do Brooks and Dunn, from what I hear.
Oh, very nice. You could be the next Brooks and Dunn then.
No, I
awesome.
don't prefer their music.
No. Anyways, really quick, I do have something that I wanted to give you. I think you might find it pretty interesting. I actually found it in my husband's drawer, but it's a VHS tape of Ryan Gosling before he was famous. It's pretty interesting.
I'm
You
sorry.
need to watch
Who's
it.
Ryan Gosling?
Ryan Gosling. Just watch it. Just watch the tape, and but give it back because I want that back.
What am I watching this for?
Your own entertainment.
Oh, okay. Cool.
All
I'm
right.
gonna. It's a good thing I kept my VHS player. Well, I never. DVDs are devil video discs. So.
Exactly. Yes.
They're all encoded with numbers, and those numbers are all sixes.
Right.
Did you ever see that we're Region 6?
I'm gonna go to my meeting now.
We're totally not. But
hang
yeah,
up
sorry.
hang up those flyers when you get a chance, please.
Okay.
Thanks, Sherm.
I have just the place.
All right.
Bishop Rifle Youngblood is in front of his congregation here in Salt Lake City in the temple. And he is going to vent his feelings out through the Book of Mormon. And it's going to end out pretty bad for him. We're going to pick up sort of mid-sermon. And my followers, I know that you have things hidden away in the basement of your soul. I know that you have things buried down there that you don't want to share. That make you feel sinful, that make you feel lustful, that make you feel the way you know you ought not to. Whether it's that barrel of beer, that keg you've been keeping around for that party you've got this weekend that you don't want anybody to know about. To that pornography. The internet is a big deal these days, my brothers. To the devil music that you've carried on from your younger days in college. Down there in your basement, you keep secrets in your soul. Everyone has them. These feelings, these deep, dark feelings that you can't get rid of. But God knows. God knows. God sees into that basement. He looks right in through that window. It doesn't matter if you draw the blinds. He looks right through them and he sees. And he knows. Now, if you know your book and if you know your Bible, you know a Nephi. Nephi, come to the Americas. Nephi, who came and who changed and who traveled. And Nephi knows what you're feeling. Nephi knows what's in your basement because he had his basement. And he said, when I desire to rejoice, my heart groweth because of my sins. Nevertheless, I know in whom I have trusted. And at this point, I make direct eye contact with the loyal in the audience. My God hath been my support. He hath led me through mine afflictions in the wilderness. He hath preserved me upon the waters of the great deep. He hath filled me with his love. I look again right at the loyal.
I wonder if this is the same God he was talking about when we were sitting by the riverbanks.
Even
Sweet love.
he hath filled me with his love, even unto the consuming of my flesh.
He was the one doing the consuming, as I recall.
I hope you're not saying this out loud to like the parishioner next to
No,
you.
it was like inner monologue.
He hath confounded my enemies unto the causing of them to quake before me. Behold, he hath heard my cry by day, and he hath given me knowledge by visions in the nighttime. O my brothers, my ladies and gentlemen, Nephi, when he wanted to rejoice, he groaneth. For he knew his sins. He knew what he was doing was wrong, even though he felt so good. But the Lord forgave him and filled him up with strength, filled him up with so many things. And so I say to you, my flock, my congregation, let those secrets out of your basement. Share them with your friends and loved ones. And look to them for forgiveness as God forgives you, as God forgave Nephi. Open your basement doors. Let someone in. Spend some time with them down there. And find love, find forgiveness, find companionship, brotherhood, fellowship in your fellow man. In your fellow man. Now let's pray.
All right, so Deloyal Solomon here. I am forming a connection between myself and Marzella at the Young Blood Bishop's estate. I'm not sure exactly the Victorian estate that the bishop belongs to, the congregational mansion. And I am in the entertainment room going through the various home movies looking for a certain tape. And this is going poorly. All right, so in the room. All right, we got Michael Jackson before he was famous. Well, that's an old one. We got Harrison Ford before he was famous, building all those cabinets. I like that. I might take that one as well. Where in God's name did he put the Rouse Gosling? Gosling. God, I knew this son of a bitch wouldn't have this appetized. That goddamn Reverend Noah's getting his assistant to do this for him. Son of a bitch.
Man, I think I'm gonna pour a glass of wine and watch a movie.
Oh my God, what the fuck? What was that? Oh shit.
Okay.
Oh shit. Why is there nowhere to hide in this entertainment room? Oh my God.
You were not my husband.
Well, that goes without saying. It is a pleasure to meet you. My name is Deloyal Solomon, and I am
Loyal.
an employee of
I know who you are.
So
Why are you in my living room right now?
Well,
What are
I work for the local library district, and your husband has checked out a VHS tape from our records for the last 17 years, and it is within our legal right to repossess any item found within that statute of limitation.
I'm pretty sure that you do not have the right to enter my house without me knowing it. I'm pretty sure that's breaking a law right there.
Well, I mean, I have the bishop's permission, ma'am, and I
yes,
believe
but is
this
the bishop
Utah.
here right now? No.
He is not. No.
Exactly.
No.
I'm the one that's here right now, and you didn't ask my permission. You didn't even ring the friggin' doorbell. Like, you need to at least do that first. Who doesn't ring or knock the door first?
People who work for the library.
Parent.
Damn right. You damn right.
Apparently.
I assure you, I meant you no trouble or harm or anything. I'm just trying to get my tape back, ma'am.
Yeah, and how many tapes have you been getting from us, DeLoyal? Because I've heard that you've been leaving my basement quite often lately.
Well, your husband is quite an avid participant in the local library program, so he's checked out quite a few. He's not very good about returning them, though. That's why.
Yes, as far as I know, he's not much of a reader either.
Well, these are tapes, ma'am. These are VHS tapes.
Yeah, but most of these are mine. I'm pretty sure that I bought those.
Is this your copy of Michael Jackson before he was famous?
Yeah.
You know, I have the
Duh.
same. I have the same tape myself. It's very good.
It is. It's amazing. He was a wonderful man.
Sadly was a wonderful man. Then some things happened, but he's dead now. So let's not speak ill of the dead.
Anyways, how do you know my husband again?
Well, like I said, I work for the local library department, and he is a frequent visitor to our establishment.
Right, but he's also a very busy man, you know, with the congregation and all of that, and being a husband, being a loyal husband to his wife. I don't see him
Loyal's
finding
my
the
name,
time.
ma'am. I know a thing or two about loyalty.
Sure. Yeah. So when does he make these visits to the library?
Well, you know, he's a busy man, like you said, so he swings by after hours, as it were.
The library is open that late?
No, but you know, for the local bishop, I'm sure to make a special obligation, as it were. He's a very special man. He can do what he wants.
Yes, that I know. All right, well, which movie were you looking for here, DeLoyal? I could surely try to help you out.
It's more of a documentary. It's not much of a movie. It's a found footage, kind of a candid, not much of a stalking. I know what you were thinking. It's not stalking. It's an elaborate study of a young man before he became ensconced in the evils of Hollywood. And
are you talking about Ryan Gosling?
Why? However, did you know?
Oh, because I found that tape and I let a coworker borrow it.
What? You found the tape?
I did. I found it in my husband's
You didn't watch
drawer.
the tape, did you?
Oh, yes, I did.
Oh.
It's a very good
I think
tape.
you might know more than you're letting on then. Yeah. That was a very private library tape. Only a select few members of the community have privy to such material.
Well, let me ask, if it was such a private tape, why were you looking for it in my entertainment center? I don't think you would keep such a thing out in the public eye like that.
Well,
Which is why I found it in my husband's drawer, his underwear drawer.
Well, that's exactly it. Your husband was the one to check it out, and I'm just here to get back. I'm ain't nothing but a library man, really.
Right. Well, I will be sure to get that back from my coworker, and I will have my husband return it as soon as possible.
You don't think it'd be any way that your husband could just drop it off at the library, say Monday night, 9:30?
I will be more than happy to do that. He's a very busy man. I'm sure he won't have the time, so I will be more than happy to drop it off.
Well, all right, ma'am. I just for one, I'm going to say you got a lovely home.
Thank you.
And you got a lot of chillins. All these photos up on the wall. You're pretty ethnically cool, from what I can tell. Are all these yours?
Yes, they are.
Are all these the chillins of the Bishop Rifle Youngblood as well? Are these his chillins as well?
We don't.
When we get together, we don't do a whole lot of talking.
That's good, because we don't talk about that.
Oh, okay, well, I see I've ventured on to somewhat of a tender topic of conversation.
I will definitely tell Rifle that you stopped by looking for that tape, and like I said, I will return it to you as soon as I get it back.
Well, I am just much obliged, Mrs. Youngblood, and I will get out of your hair. Just remember, be vigilant about your library checkouts because, like I said, we do have more rights than you would imagine.
Apparently. Never thought that. I'm sure you know the way out.
Yeah. Oh,
yes.
yeah. I'll go out the back door. That's the way I came in.
Verl DeMarfin is going to establish. He promised his friend Sherm that he would help him with his lycanthropy, but he doesn't know quite what to do. And there's only one guy he can think of that could help him, and that's a guy who just calls himself the Dark. That he met on the String Cheese Incident tour 2 years ago, and he happens to live not too far from Salt Lake. So Verl drives through the mountains to get to the Dark's house, and this is going to go well for him. Hey, the Dark.
Hey, Verl. Step into my abode.
How have you been, the Dark? I haven't seen you since String Cheese tour. What have you been up to?
I got new curtains for my bedroom.
Oh, those are really. What is?
Summer is coming, and I just can't handle the light.
I understand that. What? That's really thick. What are these made out of?
Cow.
Oh. I thought you were vegan.
I don't eat the curtains.
That checks out. So, listen, I got a little problem.
I know what you've come for.
You do?
Yes.
What?
It's okay. Everything's going to be all right, Verl. That rehab center in Phoenix, it's not even really a rehab center.
Oh, no.
He'll be back to normal in no time.
No, it's
I
not
went
that.
there once.
You did?
That's where I started doing drugs, really. I checked myself into rehab because I wanted to meet some interesting people. And
Well, yeah, it seems like a good place to do it.
it is. It's fantastic. It's going to be fine.
Well,
He's going to come back with fantastic drugs, and you're going to unlock the mysteries of the cosmos together.
that sounds really good, but I wasn't really worried about that. I have this friend, and have you ever heard of lycanthropy?
Peek through the curtains. Look around. Close the door.
Oh, I thought I already did. Okay. Sorry. Yeah, okay.
Just make sure,
Yep.
Verl.
Yep, it's locked. It's weird that that sound your lock makes is weird. It sounds like dice in a wooden box or something.
Did you say lycanthropy?
Yeah, like were chipmunk.
No, I've never heard of it.
Oh. Well, shit.
But hold on. No, not that one. I'm sorry. I just installed Firefox, and for whatever reason, it just defaults to Bing, and all I'm getting
I know,
is
it's
porn.
the worst. It's the worst.
It's great. It's great for pornography, but like not anything else. Oh,
Yeah.
God, let me just. No. Is that a GeoCity site or that's Angel Fire? Good Christ! The dark mystic art of lycanthropy. Yes.
Uh-huh.
Wait, hold on. Okay, yes. Now I can tell you all about lycanthropy.
Okay. I figured, you know all the things that live in the darkness.
I do know all of the things that live in the darkness
Yeah.
because I live
That's what you were
in
saying
the
to everybody
darkness
in the
because
parking
I'm the
lot.
dark.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my friend, he's a were-chipmunk, and I wondered if maybe you knew of some sort of rite or something that, or
Where
some sort of
chipmunks have no
incantation.
rights. I'm sorry, it's not covered in the Constitution.
No, I mean like R-I-T-E-S, like an incantation.
right,
Or,
right.
yeah, a rite or something that could maybe get him out of it. I told him I'd try to help him before the next full moon. We only have 3 days.
Let
Now,
me ask you.
'cause that was
Let me
yesterday.
ask you some questions. Is this friend of yours you?
No.
Okay.
I just have the 7 toes on one foot and the 2 heels on the other. You remember? I'm not a were-chipmunk.
Right. Is your friend very fidgety, frightened easily, agitated?
Oh yeah.
Does your
And
friend
he's unnaturally ugly.
Does your friend have an unusually squeaky or high-pitched voice?
Oh yeah. It's some would say piercing.
Does your friend like to sing silly songs for no particular reason?
Oh yeah.
That is an amazing coincidence. I really thought you were going to answer no to one of those questions.
No,
I just
you
completely made them
nailed
up
it.
off the top of
no,
my head.
you nailed everything.
This is-
It's amazing. You're
Do you,
yeah.
other than us, do you know any virgins?
Probably. It's Salt Lake City.
But I mean, do you actually know any virgins?
Not biblically. Well, I guess that's impossible. Not directly. No, I don't specifically know any.
Pearl, it's very important that you listen to me.
Huh?
I need you to go back to the city
Uh-huh.
and find a virgin girl,
Uh-huh.
untouched, unmarred,
Huh?
innocent.
Uh-huh.
Give her my address.
Uh-huh.
I'll send you a letter in the mail with the details about what you're going to do about this chipmunk thing, but I've been out here for months. And I'm having a really hard time with it.
I
and
understand.
You know the rights of my ancient order. I must defile virgins if I am going to defile anything. And I could really use some defiling lately.
Yeah, I get it.
Because the girls who come up here to ski are not virgins.
I understand. Yeah.
But let me dig around for you, and
Okay.
I'll find some things from what I've seen. Just to give you a little bit of a heads up, you're gonna want to find some goat's milk,
Okay.
virgin goat.
Virgin goat. Okay.
And yeah, I know it's gonna be hard.
Yeah.
It's gonna be weird. You're gonna have to get creative.
Yeah,
about
I don't
that
know
one.
much about farming, but or lactation for that matter. But I think that's hard to do.
You're gonna need to find a wheelbarrow,
Okay, that I can handle.
and you're gonna need to find an unusually large bra.
Oh, okay.
Get those things.
Uh-huh.
Wait for my letter in the mail. Or just check your. I mean, there's probably going to be an email. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
that'd be a lot better because I
write
only
it
got
out.
3
Yeah,
days.
Yeah.
I know you
I'll-
only get
yeah,
weekly mail service. up
I'll
here.
get right on that though.
Okay.
But don't forget about that virgin.
Okay.
Don't don't look
No,
me in the
I-
eye. Do not forget.
No, I got.
about-
Do you have my email address?
Oh, I do.
Okay.
Yeah. It's saved. It's pretty much
Good.
You're like the only person I email.
That's great.
I moved into the mountains to get away from people.
Oh, I totally
So
understand.
thanks
yeah.
for driving all the way up here to
Oh,
on the weekend.
yeah. If I would have known, I would have brought a virgin. I'm sorry. I didn't.
Do you want a cup of coffee or something? I mean, like,
Yeah,
there's a new season of Orange is the New Black on Netflix. And
I don't know. I kind of fell off after the first season.
oh man, the
I don't
second
know why
season's
they
great.
keep
Oh, come
nominating that as a comedy.
on. You know what? Sit down and watch it with me. You'll get it. You'll get it.
Okay, all right.
Crazy Eyes becomes fantastic, and then you're gonna love it. You're gonna love it.
All right, yeah, that sounds good.
I'll put the coffee on. Don't forget about that virgin.
No,
Write it down
no,
or whatever you need.
I got it locked up.
Okay, great.
All right, thanks, Dodark.
You're welcome, DeMarfin.
Sherm Bunkle is going to flashback. He's establishing a flashback back to his days at old BYU, the original. And we're going to flashback. Jesus. And we're going to go to the classic interstate rivalry forensic showdown of Brigham Young University original and Brigham Young University 2 Mormon Boogaloo. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the Mormoth. It will end poorly for me.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the NCAA Sweet 16 Forensics Tournament. Let's get ready to make a point! Everybody dance now! In the blue side of the room, BYU, the original. And on the red side of the room, BYU 2, Mormon Boogaloo. BYU, the original, has won the toss, and they have elected to play first. And for their first extemporaneous speech, the guy from the place, Sherm Bunkle!
All right, Sherm, you got this. You got this. This is what it comes down to. We've worked long and hard for this.
I'm so nervous.
Sherm, you got
316. Sure, 316.
Sherm, you got nothing to worry about. I've seen you pull it out farther, faster, better than this in any day of the week.
And then just spray it all over the place.
I'm really nervous. I've never done one of these temporaneous monologues before.
Have you ever made something up on the spot, Sherm?
Yeah?
Well, then you're going to be golden. We'll call you Golden Boy instead of Piss Bucket from now on.
DeLoyal, you're the best friend a boy could have. I'm
You
so
ain't a
glad
boy
we're
anymore,
friends.
Sherm. You're a man now.
I'm a sure man.
All right, Mr. Bunkle. Your subject for your extemporaneous speech, woodland creatures and their habitats.
Okay, just 1 second. Woodland creatures. An extemporaneous monologue by Sherm Bunkle. One time, I was walking in the forest, like I am wont to do, alone. 'Cause sometimes my brain gets sad, thinking about all the pain in the world. So anyways, forest, yeah. I was there, and I was walking alone. And I saw a chipmunk. And me and this chipmunk, we looked each other in the eye, and I felt a bond. A bond so strong that I had to make a song about it.
You're watching ESPN3's coverage of the NCAA Sweet 16 Forensic
Time
Tournament.
out!
And there's a timeout on the field. Carl, what do you think about Sherm's start of his extemporaneous monologue so far?
Well, I think that Sherm is taking an interesting tack to this. I mean, a personal anecdote hopefully will will lead into some sort of facts salient. He'll bring the whole story around. It's an interesting approach. It's bold. I've never seen anything like it.
It almost feels like he's stalling for time, Carl. What do you
It
think?
might be that he's stalling for time. The thing about these extemporaneous monologues is you have to make them up on the spot. You don't know ahead of time what's
Right.
coming at you.
Right.
Something like woodland creatures. I mean, we've all had experience with woodland creatures.
Of course we
living-
have.
This young man from Utah, of course, he's had experience with woodland creatures probably in the Scottish style. And so he's trying to avoid making any sort of uncouth or offhand references based on his youth, because those would, of course, not be allowed in this sort of competition. You got to
And he's already got 2 fouls on him.
Absolutely,
For
yes.
the paper and for his unnatural ugliness.
Absolutely. The ugliness does not play on the camera very well, so we're going to have to see how he overcomes this adversity.
All right, and the referee is pulling him out of his corner now. Let's get back to Sherm's speech.
Sorry, I had to adjust the microphone. As I was saying, Chipmunk song. Chipmunk, you are the one for me.
Oh, and the referee has thrown a flag.
Oh, that can't be good for
Ooh,
Sherm Bunkle
let's
here
see
on the
what
floor.
the call is.
This is bees and asses.
Ooh, harsh
Sherm for,
language from Bunkle there. Let's hear the referee's call.
Sure, for a deliberate waste of time, we negate 5 points from your total score. Please continue on.
He's going to have a hard
that
time
is
recovering
gonna
from
be
that.
that
That's
is
very
really tough.
devastating.
That is a
Sherm,
tough call.
Sherm, you got this. Just remember, chipmunks are a member of the Skiridae family. They got a rounded brain case. They got a secondary set of upper incisors that they can use to chop through, okay? Remember, they're a rodent, so their teeth will grow forever. You can do this, Sherm. You got this.
Deloyle. Deloyle. Cut me. I'm going back in.
All right. The referee has waved Sherm back into action. That's a 5-point deduction, so that it is very close now. He's got to be perfect from here on out in order to beat BYU 2 Mormon Boogaloo. Let's go back to the action.
Chipmunks, a scientific treatise.
Oh, and he's taking a new tack here, Carl.
I don't like the
Bold
look
choice,
of this. I don't like the
bold
look of
choice.
this. Yeah, like you said, he's going to have to be perfect. Let's see what happens.
If this goes good for him, it could mean everything.
Chipmunks have a brain carapace that grows forever.
Ooh.
Their teeth are small and furry. My brain itches.
Oh, and it looks like he is bleeding from the left ear now. That is not good sign.
It's been a long time since I've seen someone bleed that profusely from
It
their
is
left ear.
very bad.
Very common forensics injury, but I've never seen it quite this grievous.
Sherm is sad song.
Sherm, what are you
he's
doing? Get out there. You know this, Sherm. You know this.
He's beginning to shake. His coach is becoming very excited in the corner.
Sad Sherm.
Oh, God, he's gone down onto his knees. He's cradling the microphone like a small child. Oh, Carl, this is the most devastating meltdown I have seen in my 18 months of forensic coverage. It looks like it's all over for
I'm
BYU,
just
the original.
speechless here. I've never seen something quite so devastating on the floor of a forensics
This
competition.
is just terrible. I feel awful for the young man.
I'm experiencing the most profound Schadenfreude. This is wonderful television. I hope it carries on forever.
His teammates are throwing mop buckets at him. This is horrible.
I believe they're filled with urine.
It does smell like
Wait,
it.
we're getting word from. Yes, they are filled with urine. They are mop buckets filled with urine.
Let's go down to our field
which,
reporter.
as we all know, is a forfeit in forensics.
That is a forfeit.
That is the universal signature for forfeiture.
Let's
in
go down
forensics.
to our field reporter, Molly Kenilworth. Molly, what is going on
Oh
down
my
there?
God, there's urine everywhere. And there's tears, urine and tears. It's very, very nasty down here. I don't want to be down here. Why do I always get stuck down here? Why does this stuff always
Why,
happen?
It's because you're pretty.
What, that doesn't...
It does. It's
No.
everything.
That's absolutely
No, it is-
everything in
That's
sports
everything.
reporting.
They're calling some people down to start cleaning up this urine now, and it looks like he's actually being carried off right now.
Now, Molly,
There-
could you lift your chest out slightly higher to and follow them as they leave. We would.
Molly, maybe
is that
tomorrow.
better?
That's better. Maybe tomorrow for the finals, you wear that green sweater.
Yes, that would be a much better choice.
Okay. All right, I'll just have you guys pick out my clothes from now on.
All right.
It's ESPN 3. There's only one reason they're watching this
That's
channel.
right. And they're carrying Bunkle off the field. This is absolutely devastating. It's just horrible to watch, but I can't look away. And we'll be right back after this word from Bennigan's.
Bennigan's, the family restaurant you go to when Denny's is closed.
All right, this is Marzella Youngblood, and I am going to establish my husband and I are sitting down for what would usually be a nice dinner, but I'm going to ask him some questions and pry some information out of him, and this goes badly for me. Honey, could you pass me the pepper, please?
I'd be pleased as punch. Here you are.
Thank you. So how was your day?
You know, it was just wonderful. I spent so much time with the ward, meeting and greeting new members of our flock and collecting tithes. You know how much I enjoy collecting tithes from all the men and women here at our fine temple.
That sounds nice.
And I had a lovely chit chat with some ladies and some fellas, you know, who just wanted to know more about the church. And then, of course, I had my volunteer group in the temple where, you know, we just cooked and cleaned for white, poor members of the community. And just, you know, sang some hymnals, and a lot of people really liked my sermon today, and they were telling me about how they had their secrets hidden away in their little personal basements, and they just ate it up. They just loved it, and I felt so proud of it. I was so glad to share all of those things that I've been pondering. I've been thinking about among our ward. So, how's your day?
Oh, it was good,
honey.
Yeah, it was good. Just a normal day at work. We finally are going to be opening up this new park that the Shoeboxers were so kindly to donate to. So that's going to be opening soon.
I mean, they own all the land.
I know.
Mean, it's not like donating.
Yeah, I know. But then I came home, had some wine, took a shower.
Some wine?
Yeah. Yes, you know. And this funny thing, and when I got out of the shower, there was a man in our living room looking.
There was a what?
There was a man in our living room looking for a movie. His name
why
was,
didn't he just go to the Blockbuster down the street? I'm sure they have all sorts of video
because
selections.
he was from the library looking for.
Oh, well, they got movies
movie.
at the library too. He should be able to pick. Why would he come to our house?
Because he said that you checked it out. You might know him. He said his name was Deloyle. And he said that you come by often. He actually wanted you to come by later, but I told him I would drop off the movie. It was no big deal. So,
what was the name of this fine young gentleman who was in
Deloyle.
our house? Deloyle, you say? That's interesting.
Yeah, and what else is interesting is that I've also been told by a few people that they've seen him coming out of our basement late at night.
Well, I mean, sometimes that's, you know, he works for the city and he's quite the handyman, but you know, he works pretty regularly, and that's the only time that he can come by and do handyman repair jobs down in the basement. And I mean, like, he is very talented. He's good with a tool. He knows he really knows how to like turn that wrench just the right way, and you know, I mean, the plumbing in this house has been just atrocious. I mean, we got 4 beautiful young baby girls and 3 strapping young men, and you know how that long hair gets all up in the plumbing, and so he has to come out and clean the pipes every once in a while. And that's the only time that he really has to come by, and he does such great work. And I would hate to see you know, the local community boys here in the neighborhood being put out of work by, you know, a Roto-Rooter or something like that. So, you know, but I mean, it's just when it's convenient for him, and you know how I like to stay up late and read read the Bible, which is, so I'll be down there reading the Bible, and I get ecstatic, and I'll be, oh God, this is wonderful, and I feel like it's a way to reach out to the community and to preach to a young fellow, a member of our ward, who I think has just a great future ahead of him. It's wonderful. It's wonderful.
I just find it kind of odd that a nice young handyman wouldn't want to use the door to enter or leave our house.
The door is so loud. The way that it creaks, this old Victorian house that we have, and the doors are vintage,
yes,
and the hinges, and I know how
politeness.
How you like your beauty sleep and whatnot. And I found that if you lubricate the window really thoroughly, it doesn't make a whole lot of noise when you slide it up. And I just thought that would be the most convenient, because he's got his tools jangling off the belt.
But wouldn't it just be easier? This poor boy crawling through a window every single night.
I think
with
he
all
likes
these tools.
it. I think he likes it. I think he likes to be down on his hands and knees, using his hands, working it really tough. I think he really appreciates it.
Oh, okay. And so you're paying this young man for all these duties?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I pay him. We pay him cash because that's what he likes. He likes cash, and he likes working with his hands. And we talk, we gab. It's a good time.
So is there another reason why, when you were making your sermon, speaking your sermon today, that you were speaking to him directly on this? Because usually you speak to your wife, but not today. That wasn't happening.
Well, he's been telling me some things about his personal life, and I really wanted, that was the inspiration for my speech, of course, was this connection I've made with this young man and some demons that he's got held up. That's why I've been preaching to him, and I wanted to let him know that I was listening to him, that I hear him. I wanted him to feel like I was right there next to him, just whispering these things in his ear, really talking and connecting with him on a really
pour me some
deep
more wine really
level.
Quick, please?
Of course, honey.
Thank
Of
you.
course,
Thank you,
honey. I'd be glad to. I'd be glad to. But yeah, it was really about making this personal, deep, meaningful, positive, loving, caring, genuine, heartfelt connection with a member of the flock.
Be making that connection with every member of the flock?
Not every member of the flock. There's just too many. But I believe that the Lord brought this young man into my life to teach me something about forgiveness and about accepting yourself and about accepting each other.
Okay, so just your life, not our lives?
Well, by my pulpit, through my congregation, my life becomes the life of my ward. If I could share the load that I carry with all the men and women, of our congregation, the beautiful young men and women who come into our church and look to me for guidance and support and meaning, and just someone to hold on to and know that they feel loved and taken care of, then I would give that. But I can only spread my load so far. I can only share my load so much. And so when this young man comes to me and tells me these deep, dark secrets that he has, of course I'm going to take it and I'm going to use it. I'm going to channel it through my body. I'm going to take it all in. And I'm going to try and share that love with the world and let them know what they mean and what they can possibly be, what they can achieve. I think it's wonderful, and I don't like the tone of this conversation and the implication that you seem to be making there, honey.
This may be the wine speaking right now, but I'm just going to say this, and I think you're full of shit.
I can't believe you use that kind of
profanity.
Like
I think it's the wine speaking
here in the house of the Lord. Here where we've raised our children together, that you would use that kind of potty mouth
You
language.
haven't been here to raise those children, darling.
Oh, shit! Bob's got the Holy Ghost.
You know, I think that maybe, you know, the
Can you
wine
pass
is
the salad?
oh, the wine.
Let's all go to the lobby.
Well, boys and girls, that's the end of Act 1. We hope you're enjoying our little story, and if you are, don't forget to come back Friday to hear Act 2, including the tilt and the aftermath. You can follow this show on Twitter @Tilt Podcast or on our Facebook page. You can also send us an email to tiltpod@gmail.com. The Tilt, a Fiasco podcast, is a Dr. Bob Media production. See you Friday.
To get ourselves a